HellRaiser came out in 1987, and this is a movie that I had not rewatched in a long time. The first time I watched was in 2021, and it was so foggy to me, I don't remember it. Like, it had been 5 years since I had watched it, so I decided, you know what, like, this is a movie that I wanted to see. It didn't make the cut. I was trying to watch it in October, but there were so many movies I saw in October. This one didn't, like, make the cut, unfortunately, so I was like, you know what, dude, it was on Prime Video, like, let me check it out, dude. And I had to say, HellRaiser was a very interesting movie, man. You know, Clyde Barker, when this came out, and this got, like, a lot of, like, interesting, like, attention, man. Like, this was a really violent movie at the time, and I feel like this was an influential movie as well, because you didn't really explore, like, up to that point, there had been so many slashes by then, but this was a very interesting one just because it had a whole, like, supernatural element to it, and just the whole, like, everything with the sexual theming in this movie, it's super just, like, disgusting, bro, and you definitely feel dirty, bro. The house in this movie is so fucking disgusting, bro, like, right off the bat. Like, basically, almost a lot of this movie takes place in this fucking weird house, and the way that the house is kind of built, just where there's a lot of, like, bugs and shit and maggots all over the fucking place, and just that whole basement, obviously, in the top, is super intense. And I gotta say, man, the practical and special effects for this movie were super intense at the time, and I feel like they deserve a lot of credit, bro. I can definitely see the inspiration from The Thing in this movie. I don't know if it was directly, but obviously the whole body horror and just all the creatures and stuff. I feel like for the most part, that's what I love about these 80s horror movies, man. They have a different charm to them, bro. Maybe, you know what, the acting in this movie isn't to fucking die for, obviously, but that's not the point, you know? The point is that, like, it's good horror, and I feel like it definitely is, man. The whole lore of, like, the box and shit is super intense. Basically, kind of just, like, I don't know what the box really symbolizes, to be honest. I know it kind of basically means that, like, people that are wanting, like, an escape from their normal life, you know, they're trying to find something greater, and I guess they kind of get caught up in the box. Basically, this whole box, when you open this shit, dude, you're basically, like, opening a portal to another fucking dimension. That dimension is, like, another type of hell, bro. The Cenobites in this movie are so fucking creepy looking, dude. Obviously, people know Pinhead. The chat, I think I don't know what his name is. Put it up on screen. You know, I forgot his name, but the one that has, like, the clicking teeth and shit, super disturbing. You have the other girl that's also fucking creepy looking. And you have, like, the big guy with the weird fucking face too. Like, they all look just creepy, bro. And that's the thing about this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, you're kind of just, a lot of people just recognize Pinhead automatically, but, like, he's not really in this movie a lot. Like, he's barely in this fucking movie, which makes it even scarier when he comes out. When he first comes out fully, like, in the hospital scene, I thought that was such a powerful fucking scene, dude. Like, it was one of the most effective scenes, just because that whole scene was pretty intense. You know, you basically had Christy basically go to this fucking hospital, and we kind of see how once she opens the box, bro, she goes down that endless hallway, and you kind of like that weird fucking demon monster, like, chasing her, like, forever. And it seems like this forever fucking tunnel that's never gonna end. Once she gets out of it, you see how fucking Pinhead comes out and all the Cenobites, dude. It's like, it was that famous quote, like, you open the box and we came. Like, that's a iconic ass fucking quote, bro. And honestly, I feel like this whole movie is pretty intense. You basically have, like, the fucking wife of, I think her name was Julia, I believe. Julie's basically married to Larry, and they kind of have this relationship. But once they kind of break into his house, something happens where, like, they kill something in the basement, and basically all the blood, like, drops down, right? No, I remember now. Yeah, fucking Larry, bro, who cuts himself with a fucking nail, right? And the way that they do this scene with the nail, a lot of blood just comes gushing out. And one of the things I love about this movie, just the blood, I don't know if it's just me, but the blood in this movie is, like, super fucking red. Like, it's just way more brighter than, like, what normal blood usually looks like. I feel like that's it's a little nitpick, but I feel like it's just funny, you know, at looking back at it now. I mean, the blood in this movie is so, like, red for some reason. I don't know why. It's like a really bright fucking red. It's like they turned up the saturation on the red for the blood in this movie, because it's super red. And I have to say, you know, initially, there's so many effective scenes in this fucking movie. I feel like, you know, definitely all those quick shots. You see, like, that fucking board that, like, just spins around with all the chains on it, and just, it's like there's certain moments in this movie that are super intense. I feel like a lot of quick shots, especially early on with the Cenobites, you don't really see their faces fully. You kind of just see them, like, flashing real quick. Super effective, I feel like. And just obviously Frank being in the basement, just having his soul basically down there, I guess, and just when that little blood drops in the basement, he slowly becomes alive more and more. It's definitely creepy seeing Julia, like, just kidnap all these fucking people and just fucking, like, kill them in the basement, dude. Like, that's so disturbing. She basically becomes a serial killer for this fucking Frank guy who was, like, Larry's brother, but she had an affair with him, like, back in the fucking day when he used to be alive. It's such a great plot, man. It's such an interesting plot for this fucking movie. It's so fun to watch, man. And, you know, obviously you see Chrissy's character, who's, like, the daughter, and once she kind of discovers that, like, some creepy shit's going on, that's when she goes into the house, and you kind of just see Frank basically, like, as this creepy ass fucking monster, bro. And speaking of Frank, bro, the way that he's designing this movie is super creepy. The way that he slowly kind of becomes human again, it is so disturbing. It's great body horror. It's also just great horror in general. It is super well done and effective. And the way that he looks super red, just he looks like a devil, bro. It looks fucking creepy as fuck. And the way that they shoot him in like a lot of shadow scenes where like you barely see his face, or you kind of just see him a little bit. Super fucking effective, man. And like I said, I think it's so well done. And there's another creepy scene in this movie where you have like the homeless man just basically eat all the fucking crickets for like, it doesn't get explained. Like it's like fucking weird. It's like, what the fuck was that about? You know, when you watch it the first time, you're like, what the fuck was that about? And I did some research. Apparently the homeless man, he's basically kind of like the keeper of the box. He kind of like looks over it. So that was an interesting thing that I didn't know about. So again, this movie, man, it's not a long movie. It's like an hour and a half. And like I said, the acting isn't to fucking die for, but like I said, like what isn't? You really think about like what horror movie has like super superior fucking acting? You're not gonna see like fucking Schindler's List type of acting, where you're not gonna see like crazy levels of acting in fucking horror movies. But it doesn't mean that they're bad, you know. It's just a different genre. And Clive Barker apparently, dude, like he had to fight for the rated R rating just because his movies kept getting an X rating, dude. Like I know X rating seems so crazy now, but back then it just made sense. So this movie was really bloody, dude. And even nowadays, it is still fucking bloody. It's like really like a vile fucking movie to watch. I was watching, I was like, god damn, like a lot of the scenes are fucking violent, you know. Especially at the spoiler alert, you know, this movie came out like almost 50 years ago, but the scene where Frank finally gets captured by the Cenobites, after you have Chrissy basically trying to like lead him to him. Just the way that the chains come out of the fucking darkness, you kind of see he gets his skin pulled out. It was super dark, and just seeing like all the Cenobites attack Chrissy towards the end, it was super intense, man. I thought there was a lot of like, there's that one jump scare where Chrissy's like hiding in some other room when Frank's trying to find her. You just had like this monster like blob come out of the right next to all these fucking bugs coming out of his mouth. That was another scene I felt like that was super well done, and it was really effective. And you know, give Clive Barker credit, guys. He was ahead of his time. You know, this is a movie that, compared to like Halloween and Scream, I feel like this movie isn't on that level, like popularity. Maybe it's not on the prestigious level of that, but it should be, bro. I think it's really like fucking well directed. It was well done, and like I said, the whole supernatural element to it, it just feels like scary, bro. Because it's one thing to like get attacked by a fucking like killer slasher, but just to know that you're basically kind of like hopeless when you're going up against like the Cenobites, bro. Because they literally just have like these supernatural powers. Like they are not from this earth, bro, and it is very scary to see. And just Pinhead, obviously super iconic. I feel like now, just the way that he looks, man. A lot of the makeup costume people in this movie, they deserve a lot of credit, man, because it was so effective. And like I said, you know, they don't make movies like this anymore, man. You know, it's sad to see. There's a reason why people say that. I feel like HellRaiser, for the most part, is such an entertaining movie, and I'm gonna give HellRaiser, bro, like a 75%. I thought it was well directed, it was well done, and you know, for the time it came out, I'm pretty sure, dude, there's a lot of kids, bro, that probably saw this when it came out. They probably got traumatized for life, dude. Because it's fucking creepy, man. Like, imagine like a little ass kid renting this on VHS or even seeing it at the movie theaters for the first time. I'm pretty sure there's so many people that got fucking traumatized from this movie, bro. And you know, Clive Barker having to literally fight to just get this movie rated R, that just goes to show like how over the top it was at that time. So, but like I said, even now, HellRaiser is such a great film, and I feel like even the way that it ended, bro, just it kind of was like a full circle moment. Just him, it's like the same shot, like this guy trying to sell the box to this new person. Like it was super like a deep ass ending, and the whole fucking like skeleton dragon thing that flies out at the end once Chrissy throws the fucking box in the fire. That was another cool moment as well. Just overall, you know, I don't want to keep glazing this movie enough. HellRaiser, man, is such a great fucking film, and it's iconic. But other than that, guys, you know, thank you guys for watching, and yeah.